Welcome back to another episode of Rock Boys Football. Some fascinating news coming out for Coach Prime Colorado on the recruiting trail as just a monster offensive lineman, 6'8", 350 pounds, Jay Gardenhire committing to Colorado in the 2025 class. This is coming less than 48 hours after 6'4", 320-pound Chauncey Gooden committing to Colorado. Colorado's just building a stable of big bodies on the offensive line. And I think for a lot of Colorado fans, this has to fire you up. Like, you want this Colorado offensive line just stockpiling these kind of bodies. And a guy like Jay Gardenhire kind of flying under the radar with the recruiting services, I think is a really enticing prospect. And we've seen these kind of prospects really develop into some high upside, high caliber collegiate and NFL players. You kind of look at prospects that we've seen similar to Jay Gardenhire. I would go to DeJuan Jones, former Ohio State offensive lineman. He was also a lowly ranked 3-star who was 6'8", 360 pounds, Ohio State, bet on the upside, and they got that upside, went to the NFL. You take a look at another one who went to Minnesota and former IMG Academy kid, Daniel Falele, 6'8", 400 pounds, Minnesota, bets on the traits, turns out to be an all Big Ten caliber guy now playing in the NFL. There is reason to believe that Jay Gardenhire has some big-time upside. And if you're Colorado, and we kind of talk about this a lot on the recruiting trail, just bet on these traits. Is Jay Gardenhire necessarily going to pan out? We're not sure. That being said, there is a track record of these kind of offensive linemen putting it together at the collegiate and NFL level, but you just want to bet on these caliber players. Really excited to get into the film. Before we do, and as always, just want to say thank you to you guys and to the Colorado fans. It's been a blast covering this program on the recruiting trail, in the transfer portal. You guys always show a ton of love. Can't thank you guys enough. If y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And without further ado, let's get into Jay Gardenhire now. Looking at this particular prospect, the guy that I had to go back and watch the film, kind of read the background, former basketball player. I think he still plays basketball. You kind of see the footwork and the functional athleticism. And we talk about this a lot. We love offensive linemen that have a basketball background because they know how to use their feet. They know how to be functional athletes. Jay Gardenhire shows some really impressive athleticism for a body that's 6'8", 350. And I think Coach Prime saw that and said, yeah, is he a day one caliber guy? Is he going to start on this Colorado offensive line as a freshman like Jordan Seaton? No, probably not. But this is a guy that you get in the program, you get that body right. I'll bet on this kid any day of the week. I mean, 6'8", good athlete, ton of length in the arms, and just eats people up on the on Friday nights. And you take a look at the film, there's kind of a couple things that really stand out. One is just the pure size, right? This guy playing that right tackle spot, big number 71, he's a monster. But I think what's really intriguing is his athleticism when he gets to the second level. And this is a guy that continues to get to the second level, can move in space a little bit. And again, he's a guy that you probably got to melt down, turn that body, probably get the body right, so to speak. But a guy that shows some good athleticism for that size. And as you continue to watch through the film, he can hold up in pass protection with some nice footwork, but also a guy that can get to the second level, pick up second level defenders. But when you are engaged with Jay Gardenhire, he's just a guy that eats you up. I mean, there's so much mass there that it's so hard for opposing defensive linemen to deal with. Because again, when you're engaged, you're cooked. Like, this is a guy that when he gets hands on you, you're not really going anywhere. Big time grip strength, big time just pure mass. And then I think one of the more impressive reps that you see on the film is him getting to the second level. I mean, this is a guy that shows some athleticism that you kind of just want to bet on. Look at the big dog move. I mean, getting to the second level, picking up a safety. And again, when he's latched on, the guy's not going anywhere, sealing it off. I'm really intrigued by this kid. And again, he's going to be a guy that is not going to be a year one dude for Colorado. But I think for a lot of Colorado fans, you're kind of excited to see what the development looks like for a cat like Jay Gardenhire, another massive body joining this Colorado offensive line. We'll cut it there. Appreciate you guys rocking with it. If y'all do enjoy the content, consider subscribing to the channel. Appreciate you guys. We'll talk to y'all later.